remember you just post on your story and let all my calls ring. And I just bought you a ring. Now it's going back. Show me love, love me like I love you.
Welcome to the Donny Show. You already know, man. It's your boy Don, man, back at it again. I'm here with Hizzy OG. Hizzy OG. Heard a lot about you. I can't wait to get into what we're going to talk about with you. I like talking, man, and I like figuring out people's passions. So I can't wait to hear what you got to say, bro.
Most definitely.
Let me start off with this. Number one, let me give y'all an update on Don. Right now I'm working on my shoe. Shoe's gonna be here February 19th to sample. I got Love Me Like I Love You still out. Go stream it on all platforms. I got you. Drop all the Instagram, everything. You feel what I'm saying?
I seen the snippet.
Yeah, you seen it? You seen it? Did you listen to the song?
Yeah, I ain't listened to the whole song yet, bro. I seen the snippet like right before the interview, bro.
Oh,
you know
all right, yeah,
right before I hopped on.
we're gonna get you on that though. We're gonna get you on
I got you, bro.
Yeah,
I got you.
Anything else? What else am I thinking of? What am I missing? Nah, right now that's really what it. Oh, I'm back in the stew again. About to drop like two more things and all that. But you know, that's daily things with Don. Now let me go into black-hearted culture. Within the next 5 days, we're gonna be releasing every day. Like 5 days out the week. Sorry, it's gonna be what is it? Monday through Friday. So I should be on Thursdays, which is gonna be lit. And yeah, we're gonna be lit. So I can't wait for that. Let's get into it. Hizzy OG, who are you, bro?
So, I mean, to answer that question, like simply, I just love making music. To be honest, like music is like an outlet for me. Like a lot of people say it's like an escape for them. That's kind of what it is for me. But outside of music, like I just stand for individuality and like being your own person, because coming up I kind of struggle with that due to like peer pressure and just peers in general, like just being in wrong situations. And I went to a racist school, a pretty racist school, like as a kid, so it was a little different. Like I felt excluded a lot coming up. So like going through that, I just felt like very out of place. Like I always felt like I didn't belong. And like up until now, like up until pretty recent, like last year was when I just came to realization that it's like why do I care about what everybody think? You know what I'm saying? Like it's like let me just be me.
Yeah.
And it's like I'm oblivious to opinions now. That's kind of what it is.
Oblivious to opinions. Damn.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Because you're talking to somebody, for me, I went to an all black school, right? So I went to a boarding school called Girard College. I went to a boarding school in North. And the thing was, it was just us. It was a whole bunch of black kids. You know what I mean?
Right.
So we stayed there overnight and all that, but it's a whole bunch of kids from the hood, a whole bunch of kids from all these other places, right? I've been there since first grade. That's all I know. So, but then I go to Springfield, which gives me the whole other environment. And then I learned about everything else, right? But we're talking about two opposite sides of the spectrum right now from growing up, right? So, and for me, I didn't give a fuck about what nobody said. Like, even like as a buck, I never really give a fuck about people, because in second grade I was selling snacks to hustle. Like I didn't give a fuck about nobody. Like I was doing my own shit. You feel what I mean? Like whether you didn't think it was cool, I'm getting to the money. Like I'm not even worried about you. You know what I mean? So for you, I want to hear what peer pressure was to you. Like give me an example of something that you got peer pressured into do.
So I mean, it was just like more like not like literal segregation, but more like I was never really invited to anything. So like an example of that is in first grade, I went to a school called White Marsh Elementary. And it's in Plymouth, White Marsh. So yeah, it's called White Marsh Elementary, bro. That's crazy. It's in the name, bro.
It was meant not, this shit wasn't meant for you.
No, bro. But yeah, it was called White Marsh Elementary. And it was this day where everybody dad came in. It was called Dads for Donuts. Everybody dad just came in like bro.
Yo, it's only
white people
funny.
shit, bro.
But this is not funny. Yo, this is not funny. But It's only
I mean, bro, that
because
part is,
me
bro.
being
I
black,
laugh when I tell this story. That
me
part
being
is.
black is hilarious because I know where you go ahead. I'm listening, bro.
So basically, my dad he come in a little late.
Oh, you had it.
And the reason
Okay.
he came in, yeah. So
I thought that's where you were going. I thought you yo, that's
so yeah,
hilarious.
the reason he came in late, he came to my classroom late is because and he told me this story like after, like he didn't tell me the day of. This was like long after. He was like, he went up to the secretary, like the front desk, and they didn't speak to him. And mind you, like he's just like your complexion, like dark skin, got
Yeah.
dreads. He's from Jamaica, so he's just like a dark skin boy. And they didn't speak to him at the front desk, so he had to just go find a class himself. He came in, and like by the time he come in, it's just me, him, and some Asian kid in the corner just playing with Legos. And everybody else, dad, just like socializing, everybody just talking to each other. It's just like us alone. And at the time, like I was a kid, so I didn't really like think about that.
Yeah.
Like I wasn't phased by it. Like I was just hyped. My dad playing Legos at school. Like, but now it's just like looking back on it, that's pretty crazy. Like
Yeah.
nobody wanted to speak to him type shit. And
Yeah.
it's not like he was antisocial, like he wasn't trying not to socialize with
He
anybody.
wasn't
It's
greeted.
just
He
like,
just wasn't
yeah,
taught to.
yeah.
Damn.
So that's just one little example. And I mean, like people told jokes as I came up too, but I mean, I didn't really understand all of that for a while just because I was young. Um, but an example of one of those, it's not even funny to be honest, but I was on the bus one day. This kid was like, why can't black people swim? Because shit don't float. And I was like, I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't get it. I go back and tell my mom, and she like, who told you that? And I was
Yo,
like,
that's
I told her
not.
and shit, and it was like, man,
Yo,
this bro, this is
somebody
like
really said that. Yo, that's
third graders
crazy.
saying shit
But
like this,
you know
bro.
what's so crazy about that, right? Because that's not funny, but it's just funny that somebody actually said that shit to you. Like,
Yeah, bro.
that's crazy. And it's so crazy because you can't even blame them kids. Because think about it,
It's
bro.
who
They
they're raised
just
by,
like how
bro.
you was in third grade, bro, they was in third grade. Where
Yeah,
did they get this from? Because how did
right.
they know that this was a thing to do that
Exactly.
to you? You know what I mean? It's just
Exactly. Yeah.
crazy to think about that, to where you would be so quick to call that kid this, that, and the third, just like they don't
Right.
know no better. They just
Yeah.
they're getting taught this. They're not even at the
Right.
age to where they can be like, oh shit, I am wilding right now.
Yeah.
They doing what their parents tell them to do. If that's what they saying in
Yeah.
the house, then that's what they gonna say
Right.
outside. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So it's so crazy to go through something like that though.
Yeah,
Because I've
bro.
had in a moment like that, but not like grown up into it. You know what I mean? I didn't had it
Right.
after when you old enough where one, you can get punched in your mouth for saying some stupid
Yeah,
shit.
like bro, if you disrespect me now, it's like I know what your intentions are. I know what that means. Like it's not like
Exactly.
I'm not a kid. I'm not confused.
Yeah.
I'm
Before you
saying
didn't know. You was like, okay.
not at all. Right.
Okay.
Right, bro. Like I didn't understand. Like I didn't understand racism itself, to be honest. Um, in first grade was when I was introduced to the N-word. Some kid came up to me. I was just sitting on a rocking chair in the library, chilling, reading my book. And this wasn't when Obama got elected, or like that year. It wasn't like right after, but it was that year. He come up talking about some Obama is a nigger, and I'm
Damn.
like, hey, I had never heard that word before. So as soon as I get in the car, I asked my mom, and she like, where'd you hear that word? Blah blah blah, and like we just take it from there. But it's just like looking back on all that stuff, it's kind of crazy. Like all the stuff that they was saying, the racism is just
Damn.
levels over 9,000.
So is that what so you make music,
Yeah.
right? So do you talk about is that where the pain come from?
To be honest, no, because after that, like high school, it was like a little bit. It was like 60% black, 40% white type shit. Like it was a little bit more black people than white people. I went to Abington,
Yeah.
but at the same time, I still always kind of felt out of place just because I was a little different. Like, bro, if you come up like speaking proper because that's what you're
Because
surrounded
you're
by.
white. Because now you're white,
Yeah,
or whatever the hell that
yeah,
means, right? Like,
yeah. So like,
I've had that
yeah,
happen to me
bro,
too.
yeah.
I've had that happen to me
So
too.
and
I've had that happen to me too.
right,
Like the whole speaking
yeah, bro,
speaking white shit. Like I don't know what that means, but
yeah. Bro, that shit is so
that
annoying.
shit doesn't make any
And
sense. It doesn't make any sense. That shit's
real
dumb.
rat,
It's
real
dumb.
rat, bro. I'll be so mad because like it's so easy for me to switch slangs and like people just like speak the same thing the whole time and they'll just be like, bro, what are you talking about? Like, what does that mean? And I'm like, bro, I'm speaking English. Like,
Yeah.
what are you saying? You know what I'm
How are
saying?
you mad at me because I
But
know English? Like,
right,
what are you talking about?
right, right. But so part of like individuality, like back when I was at White Marsh, I was since I was like very, very to myself, like I was never really included in other groups.
Mhm.
I tended to just play by myself. Like I was kind of used to being independent. Like I could always play alone and be happy.
That's good.
And
That's a
I
good thing.
also really like anime. Like I might still do like the anime. You see the
Yeah.
Naruto headband. But my dad introduced me to anime. Um, so that was like one of my hobbies too. So when I got to Abington, like those were all the things I liked. And people just kind of saw me as weird. You know what I'm saying? Especially the anime. I mean, now it's trending and
Yeah.
everybody's like a poser, but like back at the time, like nobody really fucked with anime. The way I spoke and just my interests, to be honest. Like I wasn't really I played football at the time. I played football for like 5 years total because I went
Hmm.
on and off. But I wasn't really too interested in sports. Like I didn't really watch basketball like that. I'm not really a materialist. Like I'm not into drip and shoes and all that. Like I'll cop something nice, but
The Donnies is
like
gonna be fire.
I'm not buying it because of their price.
The
Word,
Donnies, yeah, they're gonna be
bro. I
fire.
mean, I'm excited for those, bro.
Yeah,
No cap,
I'm
no cap,
glad
bro.
because them Jones gonna be crazy. But go ahead, I'm listening though.
Word. Yeah, bro. It's just be like nothing too flashy for me, bro. Like I'm not a materialist. I don't really care about the tag. Like I don't care that it's Gucci, none of that, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
Um, but just stuff like that is what made me stick out a lot.
Yeah,
And it never really got to a physical point, but like at times it would kind of be like verbal bullying type shit because
because you weren't trying to be
niggas,
like everybody else.
yeah, bro. And like people would just be making jokes and shit, and it would just go too far. Like after you say a couple things, it's like, all right. And the fact that I don't know you and like we're not close enough for me to feel comfortable with you like saying shit like that, it's like that's not cool, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But uh that's kind of my outlet, like just being myself and kind of saying like fuck everybody type shit, bro.
yeah. So
Cause
this is okay. So now it's starting to make more sense on what you mean in the music now, because now you're saying what you're really saying is everybody through my whole life experience, I've been just this kid for whatever it is, whether it's my color or my interest, whatever it is,
yeah,
I have been
yeah,
excluded from everybody. And at
right.
first, like this shit, I never got it. I never understood why. Then I started to understand why, but then it turned into, yeah, I get it, but I'm so good with being by myself. I just don't give a fuck about what y'all talking about.
Real shit,
And
bro. I mean,
now
that's what it
it's
is.
turning into, okay, so now this makes more sense for like your
Yeah.
music. But think about it though, bro. Like, this is why I start off with like these type of things, because
Mm-hmm.
this really does explain what your music's about. Now,
Right.
if I listen to a lyric that you say, it'll make more sense to me because of
Right.
the fact that I understand what you're talking about, the pain that you're going
Yeah.
through, right? You're talking
Right.
about just feeling excluded, like from
Yeah.
everything, but you're owning it like, bro, fuck y'all. Like, I'm cool with being me. That's what's
Yeah.
up.
Like,
I
bro, I
respect
just turned. It's like I kind of, I keep this in my head. Like, I've never really said it out loud, but my motto is kind of like turn all energy into energy. Like, whether it's positive, negative. Like if somebody comes at me with negativity, like I'm gonna find some type of way to turn that shit into just pure energy. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I go by. For real, for real.
That's what I go by as well, man. I do the same thing. Like, it's actually this song that I might write tonight, and it's about this girl. and it's about literally how
Word.
she did me. But like I'm
It's
using,
February, bro.
yeah, it's February, right? It's crazy. It's that lonely time. But it's
Yeah.
literally me realizing like I'm gonna talk about. At first, I was gonna talk about a whole bunch of different girls like I do in live my songs, but now this one, I'm literally gonna like it's gonna be dead ass boom because I'm taking that energy she gave me and I'm gonna boop and I'm gonna make $1
Yeah.
million off that shit. You
You
motherfucker.
dropping names in that joint type
Uh,
shit, bro? You
she might.
dropping names
I
in that?
might. I might. This is what I was thinking about doing. I wasn't gonna drop her name, but I'm gonna drop
Yeah.
like the car she drive. I'm gonna drop all of that shit. Like
Mm.
I'm gonna do it to where when she hear it, you know I'm
She
talking
going,
about you.
yeah, yeah. Like
I was
it's
gonna call the
yeah.
song her name, but then I was like, nah, I'm good. I'm
Ah,
like, nah, I'm good.
I
I'm good.
mean, bro,
I might, depending if she make me mad
why
again,
not? Where I feel that,
right?
bro.
Let me ask you another question. So your music, what's going on with that? Like, give me an update. What's going on?
So I can talk a lot about that. So recently, like since 2021 started, I took it upon myself to start taking it a lot more serious because I mean, I was already taking it serious for like a year, a year before this. Um, but I wasn't like investing into my career. Like I wasn't really putting any money into myself besides studio time because you need studio time to record. But besides that, like I wasn't buying beats. I wasn't putting my music on all streaming platforms. I wasn't really doing any research into like how to grow a fan base, none of that. um, so December, like most 2020, December 2020, I did like all this research. Like I was just like, all right, bro, like 2021, I'm about to turn up. Like it's a takeover. Like I'm not about to just keep doing the same thing and expecting the same results because
Yeah,
that's insanity. Like that's
that's
literally the
the
definition
definition of
of
insanity.
insanity, bro.
Doing the same shit
Yeah.
and
So it's
expecting
like,
something different.
yeah. So it's like I had like on SoundCloud, like I got a couple thousand views. My best song got like 7,000 views, but
That's
it's
lit.
like that's
But
not
at the
really
same
doing
time,
anything.
it doesn't do
Yeah.
shit for you because
Like,
then if
yeah,
you
that's
don't have
one
spot,
platform.
it's not Spotify. Who do you know that's going
Right.
out and say, hey, yo, put on that SoundCloud shit? Bro, you know
Right.
what we go to
Exactly.
SoundCloud for? We go to SoundCloud to listen to things that aren't on Apple Music and aren't on
Mm-hmm.
Spotify. And you
Yep.
don't feel like going to YouTube because you don't want to just swipe out and then you can't listen to your song anymore. That's what
Right.
SoundCloud is. It's just that app,
Right. Or
like,
just
okay,
tough ass unreleased music.
yeah, or some remix shit or something that
Yeah.
nobody else has.
Like illegal shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Or like old shit or leaks or shit. Other than that, so that's
You're
where
right.
you're
Yeah.
basing your shit off of. Okay, you
Yeah.
keep
That's
trying
that's
that.
where I started. I feel like that's where everybody started,
Well,
to
yeah,
be
that's where a
honest.
lot of people
SoundCloud.
started. Because when did you start? A couple
Yeah.
years ago,
Yeah. 3 years ago. I've
and
been
that
I've been at it for 3 years, but last year was when I actually started taking it serious.
yeah, 3 years ago. What's that? Taking us around 20. What is that? 17, 18.
2018,
Yeah, that
17.
type of
Yeah.
vibe. Yeah, that's where
Yeah.
SoundCloud was still the thing. Now that shit's done. Like it's so cheap to get on all other
Yeah.
platforms.
SoundCloud's dying.
You be stupid
Mm-hmm.
to be just. You can get on SoundCloud. That's not the problem, but you
Yeah.
have to be on
Right.
everything else. Because if you're not, what are you
Real
doing?
shit. Yeah. So when it come to SoundCloud, like I was when I started music, I was a really heavy fan of old school. Like I was influenced by NWA at the time. NWA and Tribe Called Quest. I mean, now I fuck with Wu-Tang heavy. That's like my favorite old school group. But I just really liked boom bap. Like that's kind of what I was raised on. And so like if you're influenced by a specific type of music, you're gonna make that type of music. You already know how
Yeah,
that goes. So when I started to come out with that, it's like the people who actually like that type of music, like they fucked with it. But there's only a certain amount of people that will like that type of music. There's millions of people in the world that do, but there's only a certain amount of people that you know. So that's part of the reason why I didn't have as much exposure, just because I was spitting some shit that was played out, but I didn't want to accept it. I was just like, no, like y'all going to take this, like this is boom bap, this old school, like this is original, like learn. But recently I had to come to the realization, like I literally watched a video with the title of why boom bap is played out, and I was just like damn, bro, like this shit makes sense. And he was just saying music changes as time progresses, and the youth is always gonna have power over what's hot and what's not, bro. And I'm like, damn, like that, bro. He's speaking facts right now. Like that's completely correct. So I was just like, you know what? Like I'm versatile with it. Like I like making other type music. It's just boom bap is my specialty. So I'm gonna just experiment with other types of shit. I mean, my main thing now is the hype music. Like I know how to get people like lit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm starting to push that out now and just see what people think about it. And that's gotten me the most success, to be honest. Like my song with the most streams is a hype song. Like it's one of those like it's something you would dump in the car, like trapping with your homies or something like that. Um, but besides like genres, like when it comes to like taking it serious, I've been doing like a lot of research, like hella research on YouTube and just like on regular websites. Like I'm in this little music academy program where this dude just puts out like all these videos on like self-promotion and I mean basically he just tells you how to self-manage to sum it all up because it's a lot he does, but everything that a label does for you, like he breaks all that down, how to do it and what you should do and like in what ways to
Yeah.
do it type shit.
I want you to send that to me.
I got you, bro.
Yeah, I'll
So
send
bro,
you
like
my number after this. Well, I think you have my
or
number. I don't know, but
yeah,
yeah, I
I
want
I don't have it yet, but I
okay.
got you. But yeah, I've been looking into all that and like there's so much information I'm taking in that I have to take notes. Like I have a binder full of notes right now
Yeah,
and I'm just going by that. Like I'm going by strategies, testing shit. Cause this is like the experimental phase right now, to be honest. Like I'm finding my demographics slowly. I gotta build my fan base. I gotta build my brand. Like I gotta put out what I stand for. Like it's a lot that I still have
I
to
mean,
do.
you're young. You're up and coming artist, along with me. I'm an
Yeah,
up and card. We don't have shit. Only thing I have
facts.
is my people from my past of what I was doing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But even them, like they fell off. Like I'm starting over, starting fresh. So when you're at ground zero, this is the time you just try shit. Fuck it. What's
Right.
the worst it
Yep.
does? Not work. Like okay,
Real shit.
it's
Real
like
shit.
go ahead.
You gotta experiment.
Yeah. So I'll say this. One. Actually, I'll save that for the end. I'll save that for the end. I'll save that for the end. So, I already know who you are.
Right.
I know what you are, or at least what you stand for.
Yeah.
I know where you're coming from. I know where you started from.
Mm-hmm.
I know when you started. You started a couple years ago.
Right.
And I know why, kind of. So why this? Is this it? Like, is music your thing? Like, is that the thing that you plan on doing? Or is this something that you're just doing right now?
This is what I plan on doing, bro. Like in my head, I mean, it's of course it's people who like responsible people who tell me like you always need to have a plan B. But like for me, like this
That's
is the
not that
only
that
plan.
first of all, hey, wait. Let me stop you right there. First of all, first first of all, no lie to you. You do not don't ever listen to that dumbass shit. That is the stupidest advice anybody could have gave you. And I don't know if you like Big
Exactly,
Sean,
bro.
but that was the stupidest shit somebody could have told you because there is no plan B. I love when somebody used
Right.
to try to tell me about, oh damn, you need a plan B for what?
Right.
Unless I'm having a kid right now, because other than that, I don't need none of that shit. Bro,
Yeah.
if I told you I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. You know what I
Right.
mean? People tell people like, yo, you're not gonna go to the NBA, you need a plan B. That does not mean that you can't go overseas and play ball.
Real shit,
That does
bro.
not mean you can't go get paid to play basketball. That's what you want to do. You want to play basketball.
Yeah, bro.
So if
If
you want
you
to
want
make
to do it,
music,
then you got to
you
do
can
that.
do it. They aren't responsible. They're dickheads for telling you that. But go
Yep.
ahead, I'm listening.
Yeah.
I'm listening.
Yeah.
I
So
hate when
it
people say
was
that shit.
just. I mean, it's always. Yeah. It's. I mean, it's always going to people who tell you. It's always going to people going to be people who tell you that as long as you have some type of profession that's not like you can't go step by step. Like you have to get this degree and then go to this place to get that. Like for music, there's no like right or wrong way to do it. Like you can't go by a guide. You know I'm saying? Like nobody's gonna walk you through it and tell you like, oh, get this degree and do this. Like that's just not how it works. So like I just feel like that applies to any profession along those lines. But people would tell me that and I would nod off. Like I'm not about to start an argument. I'm gonna be respectful about it. But in my head, I'm just like, fuck off. Like,
Yeah,
no, bro. Like this is what I do. This is what I love. Like I'm gonna continue to do it. Even if I don't like end up like my dream is just to have like a sturdy fan base of people who genuinely fuck with my music, and it doesn't even have to be on some like billboard like industry shit. Like I'm not trying to be like Drake. Like that would be nice, but that's not my main goal. Like I'm just trying to have a sturdy audience of people who genuinely fuck with me and what I'm going to put out, because I'm gonna put out all types of different shit. But yeah, I mean that's what it is to me.
Trying to be like you, bro. I'm trying to be like Don, man, for real. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like I look at myself, bro, and I really think I'm my biggest competition, bro. Like I really think that like when I see the person that I am and like I know what I've got, like what I do, bro, I really feel invincible. Like I really feel like nobody can fuck with me. Like I feel as though I'm so me, bro, that like,
Bro, I know the
like
power.
it's ain't nobody, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
I ain't comparing myself to nobody. Like there are
right.
people that I want to reach for and strive after because of what
Yeah.
they've done, but like compare, bro, me, bro. Like, are you crazy?
No,
You don't know? Like, if you
real
don't know,
shit.
get to know.
Real
You know
shit.
what I mean? It's one of those things. And
Yeah.
I just feel as though like we were all put here to be like that. And it sucks that people aren't like that. And I hate the fact that since people aren't like that, when I say I'm like that, it's a problem because there is no problem.
Yeah.
The only person that has a
Yeah.
problem is you. You don't believe in
Right.
yourself. That's not my problem. That's not my
Right.
issue. That you got
Right.
self-confidence issues. You know what I mean? That's not my problem.
Yeah, bro.
That's not my problem.
And then they
And
and then they try to justify it with you're cocky. Like,
yeah,
no,
okay,
bro,
you
it's
call it what
just
you want. Oh, I believe in myself.
right.
If that's what it
Exactly.
comes off as, okay. But
Right.
I believe that I can do that because look, ready? I had somebody tell me this with my shoes and shit, right? For the Donny that's coming out. Because Donny's probably gonna cost like $500. Not even gonna lie to you. Being straight up.
Right.
Because I done seen people buy Yeezys, I done seen people buy off-white, all this Gucci. After every name that you named, I heard them, I saw them. Somebody bought Yeezys. My friend bought Yeezys right in front of my face in the middle of me selling my shoes. I was selling them for 300 at the time, and he bought the
Not
Yeezys for
thorough,
two something.
bro.
But mind you, no, he told me he liked it. It'd be different if he ain't liked the shoes. No, he was saying he really fucked with them, Joe. And then he just bought the Yeezys
Right.
because he wanted to be whatever. Okay, cool. So here's my thing, though, right? When it comes to this Donnie, I had somebody tell me straight to my face. I said, yeah. He was like, how much did Donnie gonna cost? I said, about 500. He said, oh, damn, that's crazy. I can't get them, John. I was like, dang, that's crazy. Because literally 2 days ago, you just bought Yeezys for 600. This is
Bro,
another. I was like, wait, that's crazy. He said this. He said, yeah, bro, but that's yay. And I said, I'm done, bro. What
that's
did you?
yay.
I said, and
What,
I'm
bro? Do
done,
you
bro.
know yay? You know
Wait, but
yay?
do you wait, pause. I'm done, bro. Like, what's the difference?
Real shit.
Wait, I'm him, bro. Like, I don't think you really see. Here's the thing: you trying to put him on this pedestal, but I believe in myself as much as Kanye West does can believe in himself. So
Right.
it's like for me, I'm looking at him like, bro, why are you disrespecting the shit out of me right now? Because I don't think you know who I am. Like, you know what I mean? Just don't try to judge it off of. And then and this is what really pissed me off about this. When I'm gonna bring this back to you, but this is why I tell the story.
Good.
What really pissed me off about it was the fact that, okay, you gonna say that, but then you're not gonna give all the details in between that. All right, yeah, I'm not yay. I'm also 20, and he's like 40 something.
Right.
I'm also making my own shoe. I don't work with Adidas. I'm also doing so. I don't have Adidas backing me. If I had money behind me, bro, I would be. What? Are you stupid? Like, do you not know? So that's
you
what I'm
had
saying.
bread, you would know what to do with that, bro.
I been know what to do with it. All I need is the money. So it's